don't need that. All right. Welcome to me and Gavin's Avid Senior Budget Activity. Let's go to the next slide. This is my college plans. My plan is to attend Pitt State, which is in Pittsburgh, Kansas. The reasons: they have good programs and ones that I actually want to do. They have good scholarships for me. There's a lot available for me to help cover the cost of college. It's close enough to home to where it's not like a crazy drive out there, but it's like, it's still decently far. And there's a good amount of people there, and I think I'll be able to make a good amount of friends.
These are my college plans. College I want to attend is JCCC. Location's Overland Park, Kansas, so just very close drive, which is convenient. Reasons: it's very affordable. There's scholarships available that I am able to meet the requirements for. Current college credit transfers. I already have like 3 college classes that'll transfer over, so that'll give me a good head start into the school year. It's a close drive, and then the campus is also a really nice format as well.
My budget, my monthly income based off of averages and research that I did would be around $900 for working $15 a week on $15 an hour, which I don't know if that could be a little lower too. I would spend probably about $100 on gas and $100 on food. It could also be a little bit more depending on circumstances. I consider like the premium and other TV/phone expenses that are not necessary, and I have decently spending habits, so I try and save most of my paycheck, like make a savings plan, make other plans, for just budgeting my revenue.
My budget, my monthly income would be around $700 for working 10 hours per week. I'd spend roughly $80 and $80 on gas and about $100 on food. And then I would consider the premium and TV phone expenses not to be very necessary. I would say I have good spending habits, and I want to make sure that I'm spending money on things that I want, that I need rather than I want.
Employment and work. My possible employers that I've done research on is Brahms, Walmart, and Home Depot. Just whatever is the best pay or best hours, what I'll probably go with. Hourly wage, 12 to 15. Could also be a little less. Could end up because it's a college town. And it's in the same city. All those, they're all downtown locations, so shouldn't be too much of a drive. General duties, just stocking, online shopping, like just normal stuff. Some of the pros is that the jobs will be like close to me, like the location wise, but cons for almost every job is that it won't help me with my resume, and it won't be good wage, good hours, yada yada yada.
Employment, my current employer is Burnett Automotive. I plan to keep on working there through college as a part-time job. It should be around $19 an hour by then, and then distance, it's very close. It's pretty much right next to the campus, so that'll be convenient. General duties, just basic maintenance and performing that on variety of vehicles. It's a positive is that it's very close to JCCC, and then it pays pretty well for a college job. Negatives, I didn't think there was any negatives to that job as well.
Transportation, I have a truck. That's probably what I'll be going with most of the time. Parking wise, I should be able to pay for a parking pass and other stuff like that. My truck's pretty old, so it costs a little too much to repair on some other things. Lots of miles on it. The pros: DC to drive, decent, like it's okay mileage, and the truck bed that it has will come in handy. Cons: the AC is pretty bad. It has lots of miles. Doesn't look very good and doesn't have good acceleration, but.
My car is going to be my main form of transportation. The monthly costs probably $80 per month, but that could ebb and flow with maintenance costs and whatnot. The positives of driving to school and work is that it's easy, and parking is only $10 for a pass at JCCC, which is really cheap. Downsides: My car kind of struggles in the winter since it's a front wheel drive, so that would be a little bit inconvenient at sometimes, but I could probably find alternative ways to get to school and work.
Housing, as a first year for joining the frat that I want to join, some factors that include costs would be like meal plans, dues, how much it actually costs to live there, and other things. But in terms of housing, it's just house, like just one big house, and we'll probably all be living together. So I think I'll need to find a few roommates, but most of the time it should be fine.
Either I'm going to end up staying at home for a year or probably going into an apartment after high school. Monthly rent is around $1,500 for 1 bed, 1 bath, or for apartments around JCCC. You get about 700 square feet with that, and then the rent would be pretty expensive for me, but I can probably find a way to work with it and possibly maybe find a house that's used by another family that I could maybe rent as well for a cheaper price possibly.
Managing my time, I'm for sure doing a major. I could be doing 2, there's a chance. And I'm going to do a bunch of minors too, because Pitt State tuition, there's like a cap to it, so as soon as I pay a certain amount of money, I can basically get hours for free. I'd only have probably around 15 hours to work, maybe a little less. Could be a little more, probably not. So I need to manage my work and my college classes and other things that I have going on in my life. It allows me to put my education first, but still gain a little bit of that revenue that I need to live, daily expenses, yada yada yada.
Work schedule and time management. I will be planning to work at least 10 hours a week during college, which is not going to be too much, so maybe I can add on to that whenever I get more free time. Total hours of work per month would be around 40 hours. I chose the schedule because it'll allow me to prioritize my education and not worry as much about work. I want to still be able to make some money to pay for everyday expenses, so I think this would probably be a pretty good format for me to do this.
Classes, I plan to major in, supply chain management or maybe finance or just business and accounting, anything like that. By the end of the year, I should have AP Gov, AP Calc, AP Psych, and Comp 1, Comp 2 for Lit out of the way. And I took physics last year, so I got that out of the way for the AP test. And there's also Econ College now, so what I'll be starting with is probably just standard, electives and core classes, because that's what most freshmen will start out with, but maybe a little bit of major stuff in there.
My class schedule should consist of Comp 1, Business Mathematics. This is probably for the first year of college. Automotive Engine Repair, Brakes 1 and 2, Electrical 1, and then Auto 114. I've already completed several of these classes through college now in high school, so I'll have a huge head start on my education. I completed Brakes 1 out of 114. I'm currently in Electrical 1 right now. So I should be able to probably graduate early and not have to pay for as much schooling in college.
I think that's the presentation.
Yeah.